Qualified, professional, and compassionate doctors talking real solutions to real health problems.
Good evening, viewers. Welcome to our week's favorite show, the Doctalk Show. Dr. Joseph Gavin Nyanzi, your host. Thank you so much for allowing us into your homes this evening, and we are here yet again at the very, very important topic of our lives, and that is health. We've all heard the statement that your health is your wealth. That means that your wealth is determined to a very big extent by your health. And so my team and I are here to make sure that actually we discuss that issue and see how we can make you better by empowering you with information that is up to date. And that topic this evening is something that is with us every day of our lives. Actually, from day one, a few minutes after you're born, it is something that is very, very crucial. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce to us a friend. And I just learned this evening that actually our guest tonight happens to be my old boy from high school, Jimmy Osuret. We were together in the school, Uganda, Matazes, Namgongo. So it's been a joy. Even before we got onto air, we've been catching up a lot of memories from that school. And I know he's going to do our topic justice this evening. Jimmy Osuret, you're very welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Joseph. Good evening, viewers.
A little bit about Jimmy. Jimmy Osuret is a public health specialist, is a research associate with Makerere University School of Public Health, and is here to address our topic this evening. And the topic we're going to talk about tonight is the topic of, you guessed it, food. And you could be asking yourself, what about food don't I know? Probably I brought to your memory that actually a few minutes after you're born, it is very recommended that you begin to feed straight away. And that determines your health, determines your brain power, among many other things. In primary school, we are taught about a balanced diet. We all remember vitamins, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, etc. And these are very important segments of our development, of our development as human beings. Food is a very important factor. Jimmy, food. We've been talking about food since we were little.
Oh, yes.
Yes, and I thought today we really need to talk about food safety in our country, in our generation. Please, your views about food and food safety, balanced diet, yes.
Thank you very much for the introduction. But before I go into having a conversation around food safety, let me start by commending the producers of this show, the Doctalk Show. The discussions that are held on this platform generate information that is so relevant to the public out there. The public is able to make informed decisions about their lifestyles, about their health. And in the long run, we shall have people having and living a quality life. And Joseph, this contributes to the National Development Plans,
wow,
which has an aspect of ensuring that we live quality lives. Concerning food safety, the meaning of food safety is that the food that is consumed by people is free from harmful substances. The food that you consume is of quality that is acceptable for consumption. By the term free from contaminants, I mean that the food is free from pathogens, and these pathogens could be bacteria, these pathogens could be viruses, and they could also be parasites. Fungal, indeed, yes.
Yeah.
Additionally, we want people to consume food that is also free from chemical contaminants. as we shall be discussing moving forward. There is a pervasive use of agrochemicals in the agriculture industry, and we shall look at its role in compromising the quality of food.
Yeah.
By and large, food safety is the assurance that the food that we consume will not cause harm to the consumers.
In other words, the question we are going to be answering tonight, that we're going to be talking about, is whether what we consume in our homes, at our workplaces, in our schools, at the pitch while we are playing soccer, playing with friends, is safe for our bodies. That's what you're trying to talk about.
Oh, yes.
Please carry on.
So, as we delve more into this interesting topic of food, I like to start by making a statement that food, building on what Joseph has said, food is paramount for life. And because it's paramount for life, it is a fundamental human right that will ensure that it is safe.
Wow.
However, we are noticing there is a burden as a result of food safety. The statistics show that hundreds of millions of people suffer from food-related illnesses. And of that, annually, that is globally, we have over 430,000 people dying from food-borne illnesses.
Say that again. How many others?
430,000 people dying from food-borne illnesses. So
wow. That
we
is
cannot
quite
take
a big
this lightly.
Number. So your food is very, very important. For close to 500,000 people die. Did you say annually?
Annually.
Because of things related with food. Listen in. Yes, Jimmy, please, take it on.
Worse still, the burden of this problem is more pronounced among those that are less than 5 years of age. And this is the age group that is grappling with nutritional related challenges, and we need to do something about this problem. The other point I want to make in trying to discuss the burden of food-related illnesses is the fact that there are issues of lost productivity if you're unwell.
Yeah.
There are issues around medical costs in managing illnesses. So all these are some of the indirect effects of consuming food that is of low quality.
That means it's very, very paramount that the food you're ingesting or the food you're taking in is of a good quality that may not bring harm to your body. Because if you're taking in food of substandard quality, you are causing more problems. You're eating up on your finances in case you get ill from poor quality feeding. Yes, Jimmy.
Yes. And one thing I wanted to mention in terms of the statistics, we lose billions of dollars in managing health-related costs as a result of these foodborne illnesses. This is a global estimate of the burden. Additionally, the most common foodborne illness is diarrhea, in addition to the other illnesses that we shall be discussing furthermore. And the statistics show that we have over 550 million people who suffer from this illness globally.
That is a very, very huge number of people suffering from illness because of food, poor quality food. And that's a lot of money that is being spent on managing these issues. Jimmy, thank you for bringing up this. And we are going to take a short break. Please, we'll be back in a moment.
The Ministry of Health informs the general public that amidst the difficult times of the pandemic, routine immunization for all children under 5, those eligible for HPV vaccines, and women of childbearing age is still going on in all our health facilities. Parents and caregivers, take all your children for immunization as per their schedule. All vaccines are safe, effective, and free. Remember to observe the COVID-19 prevention measures as you go for immunization services. Wear a mask properly, covering your mouth and nose. Wash your hands regularly with soap and clean water or use an alcohol-based sanitizer. Maintain a physical distance of at least 2 meters from others and avoid crowds. This message is from the Ministry of Health with support from partners. You are watching the Doctalk Show.